शांति पहले इंग्लिश में रीड करते हैं रीड इंग्लिश में लिखना आप दादा sweet children continue to do service of explaining to others. We need to explain this knowledge to others. Donate the wealth of knowledge and there will be limitless happiness and you will receive blessing from everyone. You won't forget to have remembrance of Father. If we do the service, what gain we are going to get, we'll be always happy and will receive blessing from others. This was coming in my mind that suppose my family members are there and I don't give this knowledge to them, don't even tell them that God has come. If they die, obviously they will see me, my divinity. The day they will have their end, that day they will have an eagerness to come and ask me as a soul with little anger that if you knew God has come, why didn't you tell me? एक दृश्य आ रहा था मेरी आंख के सामने कि मान लो मैंने बहुतों को नहीं बताया कि भगवान आए हैं, ये नॉलेज नहीं दी है, तो क्या होगा? मरने के बाद अगर अचानक किसी की मृत्यु होती है तो आत्मा तो देख सकती है कि मैं आत्मा ईश्वर से योग लगा रही हूँ, लेकिन वो तो आत्मा अपना देह छोड़ चुकी, तो क्या वो मुझसे खुश होगी या उसके मन में मेरे लिए शिकायत होगी? He will have complain or not? बट मुझे पता था कि भगवान आए और मैंने उनको बताया नहीं, जताया नहीं, याद नहीं दिलाया। वो कहेंगे अगर तुम मुझसे प्यार करते थे तो मुझे 10 बार बताते, 12 बार बताते, हो सकता था 15वां बार मैं समझ जाता। Surely they will say that even if first time you told me I did not understand, you should have told me 10 times, 12 times. It might would have happened that 15th time I would have understood and I also would have made my life, made my fate. मैं भी अपना भाग्य बना लेता. So don't miss this time. Whoever is there, keep on telling them. Keep on sharing your experience. अपने अनुभव को बताएं. आप योग लगाते हो तो आपको कैसा लगता है? How do you feel? Do you really experience God? Share with them that you can come and experience and then you will know. आप आए, अनुभव करें और आपको पता चलेगा कि हाँ, आप यहाँ पे भगवान से बातें कर सकते हैं. Question: Why does Father teach you spiritual drill? In order to make you strong. The more you stay in remembrance of the Father and continue to pay attention to the study, the more strength you will continue to receive. With this power, you will gain victory over Maya. We don't use physical weapon to cut the throat of Maya with the discus of self-realization. This is non-violent battle. Spinning the discus of self-realization is very, very important. You gain lots of power. You regain your lost power. You अपनी खोई शक्ति वापस ले आते हैं. So, this drills whichever Baba is telling, get concentrated in a second. Go to Param Dham in a second. All this drill is important. The song is Do not forget the days of your childhood. Om Shanti. You children must have understood the meaning of this song. The father is Karam Karavanha. He is the doer. We are his instrument. The one who is making us to do. Baba has had such songs composed for you children. The father says to the children, after becoming children of the unlimited mother and father, do not forget them. This remembrance is very long. You have to continue to remember him. When you say mother, father, you definitely have to remember the father. There is at first remembrance of mother and father, And you then also need to have remembrance of the Father in order to claim your inheritance. It is written that deity sovereignty is your godly birthright. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the creator of the world, and so he would definitely create the new world of heaven. A father would never say that he is building an old house. He always builds a new house. There is never any mention of building an old house. The unlimited Father to create a new world. You now know that you are following shrimat in order to claim your inheritance from the mother and father. This is the pilgrimage of the intellect. People have been going on those physical pilgrimage for birth after birth, and they go on them again and again. The spiritual pilgrimage only take place once. You pilgrims can never forget your guide. That is, you children can never forget your mother and father. You are Pandav army and Shiv Baba is supreme guide. You are his children. When you go to Badrinath or Amarnath, you only have the pilgrimage in your intellect. Similarly, when you are going to return home from abroad, you only remember your birthplace. You have the happiness that you are going back home. You children know that you are going to your unlimited home, your sweet home. You definitely have to become conquerors of sinful actions. Only the Father comes and teaches you this. He says, your sins cannot be absolved without having remembrance or yoga. There is a lot of praise of you. The ancient yoga of Bharat has been remembered as the oldest of all. The golden age is the new world. Therefore, at this time, they teach old yoga in the old world. There is a lot of praise of yoga. Having taught you this, the yoga, the Father departs, and the path of devotion begins later. After teaching us, he will go back. And later in Dwapar Yuga, in Copper Age, the devotion will begin again. You say that human being can never teach human being this ancient yoga. No human being can teach this. Human being teach human beings maybe other type of yoga. You children know that the true father is only one of all children and everyone mother is Jagadamba. In fact, you call many people father. The chairman of municipality is also called father. There are many people like that. God the Father is only one. He is the creator. There is just one world. It isn't that there is another world up above or down below. People try so hard to go to the moon and the stars to buy a plot of land there. It is when they go to the extreme that destruction takes place. No matter how much they beat their heads, they're not going to find anything. If people are buying plot on moon, even one actor bought named Sushant Rajput the thing plot on moon, but he died. So nobody can carry the property to next birth also. So what is the use of all this? The father now says, beloved children, do not forget your childhood. Here you first become children of the Father. Childhood means the initial time when we became children, child of Baba. We were how enthusiastic. That enthusiasm should not die out. That same Father then also become teacher. Only one Father gives you the inheritance. Sannyasi do not have parents, so they cannot receive a property. Now sannyasi, the saints, they don't consider God as their father, so they don't receive a property. Everyone receive an inheritance from his or her physical father. There is only one father from beyond. He is called creator. Creator कौन है? Baba. Baba is the creator. The father says, I am the seed of the human world tree. I am also praised as truth. the living being and the embodiment of bliss. Satchit Ananda Swarup. That Satchit Ananda Swarup, who is Shiv. You understand that Father praises his praise is completely separate. You cannot praise anyone else in the same way. The praise of Lakshmi and Narayan, the master of the world, is completely different. Their praise is sung as full of all virtues. Those whose supreme religion is that of non-violence, the one who follow the highest code of conduct. That is the praise of the first number emperor and empress of the heaven. Their kingdom is like that. As are the king and queen, so the subjects. There is no mention of sorrow there. There is no mention of sorrow even for the subjects. It is surely the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who creates such world. He is called Heavenly God the Father. Although people use the word heaven, they don't understand what heaven is. Bharat itself was heaven. There is very great praise of Bharat. Ravan is your enemy. It was Maya, your enemy, who made you lose your unlimited kingdom. Because of these vices only we lost our kingdom. You lost your kingdom for half a cycle. Having lost it, you have become completely poverty stricken. It is you who then receive your fortune of the kingdom. You are called heroes and heroines. There is one hero and heroine at their clan. All of you become heroes and heroines. That is, you gain victory over the whole world. At this time, you are playing the parts of heroes and heroines. The Father is enabling you to receive the title of hero and heroine of the whole world. You are the Shiv Shakti army. You know that you are creating the heaven with the power of yoga. So, how much will do yoga? That much contribution we are giving in the creation of heaven. If we are giving more, then we will receive also more. So that you will then rule in heaven. However, Maya is such that she makes you forget. Just as you receive liberation in life in a second, the same way Maya makes you forget in a second. You then divorce liberation in life in a second and die. The father continues to explain, children, life's journey is a long one. Truly, you do not have to remember the father, and your final thoughts will lead to your destination. If you turn your face away from mother and father, from whom you receive the unlimited inheritance, you end up going to the other side. You children would have seen there is a maze in Lucknow. Maze means bhul bhulaiya, where you can go, it's difficult to find the way. So when a person enters it, he becomes confused. It is same here. By forgetting father and father's home, you continue to wander around and bow your head. Sometimes we'll go to this temple, sometimes to that temple, sometimes to this god, sometimes to that god, sometimes to saints, sometimes to religion, different religion. So there's confusion all around because everyone forgot the real father and mother. So, and bow your head. Ah, the one to show you the path is standing up above. The father says you are now making effort to conquer Maya by following shrimat. Let it not be that today you say mother and father and tomorrow you forget them. Here you have to break away from everyone else and connect yourself to only one. On the path of devotion, people sing, I will surrender myself to you, I will surrender to you. But they mention Sri Krishna name. In fact, it has nothing to do with Sri Krishna. This is the sacrificial fire of knowledge of truth. Shiv is called Rudra. People don't even understand such a small matter. Baba studied the Gita a great deal. Which Baba? Brahma Baba, who studied Gita so much previously, but he did not understand anything all. He now understands why God speaks is written in that. Why it is written in that Bhagwan watch. God speaks. Nowhere it is written Krishna speaks. But they have wrongly interpreted as Krishna speaks. The flames of destruction emerge from this sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. Rudra means Shiv, but still they call it sacrificial fire of Rudra, the sacrificial fire of Krishna. They simply say that Sri Krishna was an incarnation of Rudra. How can it happen? And leave it at that. The father says, I teach you Raj Yoga, and so a new world is definitely needed for you to rule the kingdom because we are getting pure, and pure cannot live in impure world. People invoke Lakshmi at Deepmala, and they have so much cleanness at that time. That is the custom and system on the path of devotion. Now this has to be understood. Lakshmi Narayan lives in pure world, clean of vices. So that the remembrance that we celebrate in Deepavali. What we do, we clean our houses. Why? That is the remembrance that when this world, how the world was worth of living for Lakshmi Narayan, when it was cleaned of its dirt, the vices, everything, when the nature became completely pure. So that's the remembrance we celebrate in Deepmala Diwali. And they have so much cleanness at that time. Here you change from human beings into deities, and so shortly a completely new world is needed. It is for this that the old world is destroyed. It is very clearly written in Gita. The flames of destruction emerged from the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. The Father is the one who created the unlimited world. He says, children, do not forget me, your Father. Today you are laughing. But if you forget the Father tomorrow, everything will end. You will then have to cry so much that you would never have cried as much before. You then lose the kingdom and incur a great loss. The faces of those who incur a loss become pale. The father says, don't forget your father from beyond and your inheritance. Continue to serve others and explain to them. By remaining busy in doing service, you won't forget. Your wealth won't decrease when you donate it. The more you donate, the more your mercury of happiness will rise. You will have the blessing of others. They would say, I surrender myself. I surrender myself to the guide who has shown me the path to heaven. Here you say thanks to the Father in practical way. The Father says, I alone am the one who gives you unlimited peace for all time because this world peace is limited. It is going to get destroyed one birth by another. Every relation is going to get destroyed. So these are like not giving, and these are not true. If we have same relation with the same soul in every birth, then also we can have the feeling that okay, this is a true relation. But no soul is going to be with us forever. One birth, maximum two birth. Chalo, so much wrong we did, then third birth also he'll come to clear off his account. But for all birth, impossible. So, and also not the same form, shape, male and female. Uh, the husband can become father, a brother, mother, friend, anything. So that's why he's telling he's the only one with whom our relationship is eternal. He never ends. He's always there. We the soul also are imperishable. We never get destroyed. So soul to supreme soul relation is eternal. When we have all relation with him, we experience real happiness. All this thing that we experience are Maya. That is because we forgot our consciousness, we are into that. Once we leave the body, we don't have all these feelings. I teach you such actions that you will never be unhappy or peaceless. The philosophy of karma is very deep. The father says, I explain to you the secret of actions, neutral actions, and sinful actions. Now, every action, every thought becomes sinful when we are not in remembrance of supreme power, but in Satyug, every action is no action. In golden age, your actions are not sinful, they are neutral because Maya does not exist there. It is now the kingdom of Maya, and this is why actions are sinful. You are now learning this drill and becoming strong. You have to study this study till the end. The more you study, the more strength you will receive. You will continue to grow. In every sect and cult, there is at first one, and it then continues to expand. Nowadays, there is a lot of blind faith in the world. Here, this is the study. There's no question of blind faith in this. People convert so many into Buddhists or Christians with just one lecture. Priests also give many lectures and then become Christians. It is not like that here. Here you have a battle with Maya. So many religions, so many. Those who did little great job, they consider themselves as God. We are in battle with Maya. This is a battlefield, Kurukshetra, Karma Kshetra. God does not come and teach you violence. He says you need the power of non-violence. However, violent people can never teach you non-violence. This world is now completely violent. Anger, lust, greed. So you children now know that you are making full effort to claim your inheritance from the Father. The kingdom is being established. People continue to turn the beads of rosary and chant the name Ram, 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 Ram. No, but many, if you see many people turn the beads and keep on repeating Ram, 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 Ram. By the end of Silver Age, there are 16,108 princes and princesses. So this is very nice information God gave today. The actually total population at the end of Silver Age is 33 crore. In that 33 crore, there will be only 16,108 princes and princesses. And in that, 8 are main ones, very main ones, who will be in the as Lakshmi Narayan 1, Lakshmi Narayan 2, Lakshmi Narayan 3, those 8. And there is great praise of 8 jewels and also 108. I think 108 will be at the end of Golden Age. So Baba says either try to come in 8, not less than that. At least 108, 16,108. Why to come in 33 crore? There is so much of opportunity now. The result has not been out. People don't understand the significance behind it. 8 pass with honor. That means they don't cry, they don't have attachment, they leave all the vices completely and don't experience any punishment at all. They are very careful, they don't get any punishment. If we are in Brahmin birth, but we keep on thinking on other, it is a sin, we get punishment for that. If we keep uh, that is called parchintan pardarshan, thinking of others, seeing what others are doing, and not reading Murli, not doing Amrit Vela, not doing Namasham. All these things is Brahmin rules and regulation, life regulation. Like if someone is police, they have some regulation, right? They have to wake up when they are at training of police. There are some regulation, and some people do it very properly, they get award. But some people in that training, they don't do properly, they get punishment. But all of them become police. So same way, but their rank will be lower, right? So same way here also. We all are in that training. So we all are in army and we are in battle with Maya. And now God is giving us training through Murli, through Amrit Vela, through Namasham, through Mansa Seva, and many other things like keeping purity, living, trying to leave the vices, whatever drill He has asked, drill of soul consciousness. Still, we are very careless. All these are like small, small, minute sin that we are doing, that God has come. Still, we are like that. So those not still eating onion, garlic. So there are many actually which I also many don't know. I just keep on trying to explore that what and all. If we are reading Murli in soul consciousness, eating food in God consciousness, that yeah, His light is falling on us. So there are many things that saves us from sin. If any work we are doing in His remembrance, then we are doing with His shrimat. And then if we forget Him, then we do it with the intellect of Maya. And so we do wrong. And then we get sin. So our old sin itself will not get born. Then what will happen? To remove that sin, we have to suffer punishment two way only there. Either get punishment or burn your sin with the situation or yoga. These are the only things. So those who don't get any punishment and also they are main ones, they do lots of effort, pass with honor. They are the 8. Rest of the 100, it means a little punishment. So if somebody get little of punishment, they are the 100. I don't want to come 108. 8 only I want to come. The father says, children, don't become tired. O travelers of the night. We are crossing through night, going to day. Baba comes at the confluence age. When the night of half a cycle comes to an end, the father comes, and this is why they say Shivratri. No one apart from you can tell anyone Shiv Baba's horoscope. The unlimited night of Brahma and the unlimited day of Brahma are remembered. This is extreme light. There is extreme light from extreme darkness. The Father comes to the end when the night comes to an end and it becomes day. So this is unlimited night of Brahma. This is also a matter of understanding. Baba himself says, I enter an ordinary body. This one does not know his own birth. I tell him about them. This one means Brahma Baba. There are so many births of Brahma and the Bhikis. Brahma Baba's birth also, did not know that he is worshipping Narayan and he is only going to become Narayan. He did not know that he is the one who made Somnath temple in Copper Age. He is the Vikramaditya one. So his life was like always greeting praises and praises only. Only those of the previous cycle will understand all of these things. We have now become thirst by knowing the Father. We claim our inheritance from the Father. Father of souls is just one. Brahma too is child of Shiv Baba. Shiv adopts him. He himself says, I enter this one. No one else can say these things. The Father says, beloved children, never forget the Father. If you forget him, you lose your inheritance of heaven and you will then have to cry. That state would then become fixed for every cycle. You would continue to do that every cycle. Cha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now born children, love, remembrance, and good morning from Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. From the spiritual children, love, remembrance, and good morning to Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. Namaste Baba, Namaste. Shukriya Baba, Shukriya. Essence for Dharna. First, do not get tired of lifelong journey. Never turn your face away from Mother and Father. Break away from everyone else and completely surrender yourself to the one Father. Second, before going to the sweet home, you definitely have to become a conqueror of sinful action. Continue to keep your intellect on the pilgrimage by following shrimat. Blessing. Sibab the other hand, placing hand on your head. May you be an easy yogi and remain combined with Father by staying aware of your promise of we will stay together and live together. The children have promised we'll say stay together, live together, and return home together. Each of you has to keep this promise in your awareness and stay in combined form of yourself and the Father. This form is called an easy yoga form. You are not the one who has to have yoga, but are always combined, that you stay with him. Those who stay with him in this way, who are constant yogis, always cooperative, and who go into the flying stage, become angelic form. Slogan: instead of taking the crooked path of a question mark, why this is happening, why happening to me, why they said this, why they do this, all of question mark, be a benefactor and put full stop of benevolence. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.